few things that some people think are contradictions, so I want to see if I can pin you down here. The issue of taxes. Your tax plan is one where the biggest beneficiaries are the 0.1% when it comes to raw dollars that will be saved among taxes. But then in an interview earlier this week, you seem to say, you know what, my tax plan, it's not set in stone, and maybe I'll raise taxes. Maybe I'll actually raise taxes on the rich. So I guess, which is it? Are you willing to raise taxes on the 0.1%?
No. Let me explain. Let me explain how the world works, okay? I think nobody knows more about taxes than I do and income than I do. But I'll explain how it all works. I don't come up with it. I come up with the biggest tax cut by far of any candidate, anybody, and I put it in. But that doesn't mean that's what we're going to get. We have to negotiate. The thing I'm going to do is make sure the middle class gets good tax breaks, because they have been absolutely shunned. The other thing, I'm going to fight very hard for business. For the wealthy, I think, frankly, it's going to go up. And you know what? It really should go up.
They should pay. The wealthy need to pay more taxes. What do you define as wealthy, by the way?
Let me explain. Somebody like me. Let me explain something. I'm putting in a plan, Chuck. I have to negotiate now with senators and congressmen and lots of it. The fact that I put in a plan, it really is a floor. That's what it is, whether we like it or not. So I put in my plan. It's quite simple to see. It's a simplification. We lower the number of brackets. We lower the taxes on the middle class, on business, and we lower the taxes on everybody very substantially. But I have no illusions. I don't think that's going to be the final plan, because they are going to come to me, including the Democrats and everybody else. They're going to come to me. They're going to want to negotiate. But that's a floor. That's where we're starting.
So is that
now, when it comes time to negotiate, I feel less concerned with the rich than I do with the middle class.
So it sounds should we take that?
I feel very concerned.
Should we assume that most of your plans then, we shouldn't take you at your word as sort of that they're floors, what you just described, that, you know what, it's my opening statement, but everything is negotiable.
Excuse me, it's called life, Chuck. It's not my word. Of course, I put in a proposal. You know what they are? They're really proposals. People can say it's a tax plan. It's really a tax proposal, because after I put it in, and I think you know the Senate and Congress, you know as much as anybody, they start working with you and they start fighting, and let's see what happens. But I put in a proposal. Under my proposal, it's the biggest tax cut by far of any candidate, by far. Right. But I'm not under the illusion that that's going to pass. They're going to come to me. Right. They're going to want to raise it for the rich. Frankly, they're going to want to raise it for the rich more than anybody else. But the middle class has to be protected. Okay. The rich is probably going to end up paying more, and business might have to pay a little bit more. But we're giving a massive business tax cut. Remember this: we're the highest taxed nation in the world.
Wait a minute. Let me stop you there. You just said businesses might pay a little bit more. You just said business might pay a little bit more, but we're going to get them a massive tax cut. You just said it within 10 words.
No, I didn't say it. Excuse me. I said they might have to pay a little bit more than my proposal, Chuck.
Oh, your proposal. Okay. I just wanted to get that clear.
Than my proposal.
Fair enough.
I'm not talking about more than they're paying now.
Gotcha.
We're the highest taxed nation in the world. Our businesses pay more taxes than any businesses in the world. That's why companies are leaving. So they may have to pay a little bit more than my proposal. Is what I mean. I assume.
Gotcha. Okay. No. I just wanted to clear that up.
Okay, good.
Minimum wage.
Good. I'm glad you cleared it.
Minimum wage. At a debate, you remember what you said. You thought you didn't want to touch it. Now you're open to it. What changed?
Let me just tell you, I've been traveling the country for many months, since June 16th. I'm all over. Today I'm in the state of Washington, where the arena right behind me, you probably hear, is packed with thousands and thousands of people. I'm doing that right after I finish you. I have seen what's going on, and I don't know how people make it on $7.25 an hour. Now, with that being said, I would like to see an increase of some magnitude, but I'd rather leave it to the states. Let the states decide, because don't forget, the states have to compete with each other.
Right. You want should the federal government set a floor, and then you let the states?
No, I'd rather have the states go out and do what they have to do. And the states compete with each other, not only other countries, but they compete with each other, Chuck. So I like the idea of let the states decide. But I think people should get more. I think they're out there, they're working. It is a very low number. With what's happened to the economy, with what's happened to the cost. I mean, it's just, I don't know how you live on $7.25 an hour. But I would say let the states decide.